Okay, and we are live. Better late than never, right? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get signed into my computer. We are running a little late. We had some people here in the store a little past our close time. So we're now ready to rock and roll. Let's see. Let me reload this page. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I've got the video. All right. Here we go. We're almost... So, you want to know what's funny?
What?
When you look at the camera, my sign here looks like it's distressed, as if... Did you really just put that in the middle of my sign? As if the wine is more important than the announcement? I guess it's all perspective, isn't it? You can do it, it's fine.
No,
It's fine, you're not going to spill on it.
No.
But what's funny is, it looks like our sign is all distressed already.
Uh-huh.
Like it's already been through a mixed media class. But it's only because I need to change the ink on the printer. So. Alrighty. Okay, how long till you're ready?
Just a little more?
Yeah. We're kind of almost there. No? Do you want me to talk about the event right now?
What the event?
Okay. Alrighty. So I have talked to a number of you guys already. So today at noon, we had a really fun announcement. There is going to be a virtual exclusive class with Seth Apter, and it is only available through the Crafters Home stores. Now, the Crafters Home group...
Sorry, no, I popped myself in the eye.
You did what?
No, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So the Crafters Home group of stores is the same group of stores that brings you Maker Mania. So this is another event from that collaborative effort of independent stores. And so it's pretty fun that this is the next big thing on our list. So the Seth video is still live on our Facebook page. So if you missed it, you can actually go in and you can hear him talk about the class. But it's going to be fun. It's on May 8th at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that's going to be 10 a.m. our time, if I'm doing my math right. Yeah. 10 a.m.
What time?
Our time. Pacific time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1
10 a.m. And so it's a Saturday. And with your class fee, you're going to get a bag of goodies that is a number of different types of Seth's mediums that he puts out with Aladdin, which is a company out of France. And there's some really cool things that those products can do. So what's neat about this class, if you are a Seth fan, you're probably excited because you already know who Seth is. If you're new to mixed media, this is going to be an awesome event for you to try, because the mediums will come with your class kit, and then you can decide if, you know, this kind of a thing is for you. You might find a new skill set that you just love. You might find a new freedom in the, you know, kind of the magic of how Seth creates. And if you haven't ever listened to Seth, he is a very calming artist. So you can, did you really just spill? You put more wine for me on the craft mat than in the mug.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Yeah. No, I don't think it was. Really? Really?
It's dripping. See, look at that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's user error.
Why when I come to pour on you something, everything just go awry? See how smooth it was with me? There's something about you.
Anyways, do you want to go check? So we are going to actually answer the phone during the live today, because if you want to get registered for this, so the way that this worked is we had to put in some numbers as to how many spots we thought we needed for this class. And I will tell you guys this, It's been very, very, very popular. And so I will be increasing my numbers. But if you definitely want to do this, you'll want to make sure to get a hold of us in the next day or two. Or you can register via PayPal so that we can get you confirmed for registration so that you don't miss out. Because I think at this point I could still increase my numbers, but I don't know how long that's going to be. And it has to do with Aladdin being able to get us enough product for the class. So this is one of those things that you don't want to drag your feet on. You want to make sure that you let us know and we can get you registered, because it is going to be really, really fun. I did get to play with these products. We had a virtual class during one of our trade shows, and I did get to play with the products, and I think you guys are going to really, really love them. They're really fantastic. So anyways, that is just a little bit about that. And you guys can ask me more questions kind of as we work on the project today if you have them. I don't know if I have them, but oh, yeah. That's our mailman. I was wondering. We have those couple things to outgo right there too.
Hi there.
Okay. So anyways, roll call I guess will be in just a minute when he comes back. Hi there.
Bye. For you.
All right.
I'm going to sign for this registered package.
Hang on just 1 second, you guys. I got to sign for a package.
I'm going to get it. I'm going to
Okay.
sign.
What's the package? Is it the international one?
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so he is on the phone, and I'm gonna get him set up here for the for roll call, because I think, let's see, he is okay. So now, if you guys have any more questions, let us know, and we will probably kind of, once he gets off the phone, he'll pop over here and do roll call. Do you need me to trade with you?
Yeah, this is Pat for Steph out.
Okay, just put it down for a second. I'll get it registered. Okay.
You guys are 9810, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep,
'Cause
that's us.
there's one that says nail salon or
Oh,
something?
yeah, we have a nail salon over at Furdale Village.
Perfect.
And sometimes things come here because we don't get the mail there.
Just wanted to be sure I wasn't supposed to be next door. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Outgoings over there too.
Right on the table.
Thanks.
All right, it's lot, man.
Okay, they're waiting for you.
I don't know.
That was kind of a mess. Hi,
Hey,
Pat.
was it that bad? God. See,
Yeah,
shit,
no,
you
that's
have
totally
her?
fine. Okay.
Definitely.
You're gonna have to do the warm up to roll call on your own.
Well, I have no warm up.
Just
I just want to drink.
Okay, go.
Today is the day I need to drink. Yeah.
Okay.
Boingo, boingo.
$50 even for you, Pat.
All right, so
Okay.
I'm gonna start off. I can't even do Brookie here, but yeah, one minute I had to stop chatting 'cause I can hear all the way over here. All right, go ahead, Brooke. I'm gonna let you stop chatting. I'm gonna drink. I hope you're all having something to drink today. Damn it, I need this one today. Here, let me tell you. Oh, I shouldn't be saying that probably. And she's almost done. There we go. We're waiting on the problem child. The love boat. Soon we'll be making. I'm singing the love boat. Another run. We're waiting on you. The love boat. Do, do. Promise something for everyone. There's excitement, adventure, and something about romance and love. I need my coin.
Well, I don't know where your
Hand me a coin. Just hand me a coin and come over here. But don't come over here without the coin. I'm going to send you right back. All right, come straight away. We're almost there. You'd think we would have it all packed down, but probably not. If this is your first time joining us, well, hello.
Well, sorry.
There you go. All right, hit it up. Go.
This is like Thanksgiving with annoying family members.
Oh, no, hey?
Yeah. It is time for
Boingo, boingo. All right, so yeah, I stated before, I hope you're having this Wine Friday. Hope you're having something to drink. Maybe it's your root beer, warm milk. You're having a little bit of Oreos. I'm having wine.
Are you
And
gonna drink
today's
Oreos?
taste, I'm trying not to spill a whole bottle like I've done already, is a Barbera. From Long. I'm gonna guess this might be a bit of a German name with that name, like Long Zones. All right, here we go. I'm say right. All right, MC Blasey, how you doing, love? Here you go, Brookie. You want your red water?
Did you water mine down because you didn't want to share?
And I had to make her make a special trip for you. Oh, it's a coin for the Witcher. How you doing,
Can't even keep it
Tams?
on the table, huh?
I did. It popped over there right next to. I'm gonna crack this tempered glass. All right, got heads for you. And Kippy, Kip. Damn. What are you?
Hooray!
Jesus. How do you not? You gotta
This has been my whole day. I'm telling you, it's why we're late.
What's with the surprised look on your face?
I know, right?
If you didn't have eyebrows, I would still know you were surprised. Lordy eyeballs. Okay. Kip.
Hooray!
All right, there we go. Bingo. And sure, Healy, how you doing, love?
Sure.
Kip has already started her beer without me. Kip, I'm gonna tell you, I need this. I'm gonna drink the whole bottle.
How is there wine everywhere, man?
Oh, whoa.
There's like wine everywhere.
And I have Can She Do It? Charlotte, Canning, and come on, let's go with me. On the count of 5.
Why 5?
Okay, 3. 1, 2. Hi, Diana. There we go.
Okay, but so we have to clarify. Is the count of 3 like you go without saying 3 when you would normally hit 3, or do most people go on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Diana.
No, I don't.
That's how most people do it? You go 1, 2. Hi, Diana.
That's 3. It's on 3. 1, 2, and Hi Diana is 3.
See, that's how I think
don't
we
go
need
1,
to like
2, 3.
shore up our.
Then Hi Diana would be on 4. If you go 1, 2, 3, Hi Diana, that's a 4 count. I know you don't know much about music, and I get it. But
I
that's
understand what you're saying. I feel like it's a little confusing though, because I would wait
It's
for
not.
the 3.
I promise you, it's not
This is
confusing.
why we're never timed together.
It's not confusing.
We are not like a well-oiled
What's
machine.
confusing is how they got a 1-ton vehicle on Mars. Now that's confusing. I don't know how the hell that.
That's science.
I know, and it is confusing.
We can talk science later.
And the parachute, that was awesome how they landed. Jan, happy Wine Friday to you too, Jan. And Elizabeth from Arizona.
Does it weigh 1 ton?
It weighed like 2 tons.
Oh wow.
And they shot it out of the rocket, and then the parachute, and it sort of careened down. All on Mars.
I heard
That's
it landed
amazing.
like within a yard of where they were planning.
That is amazing.
It is amazing.
That's like absolutely amazing.
This wine is really
The
good.
wine is delicious. And guess who's
Yeah.
going to drink it?
Which
All
one
right,
of us
Pat,
is driving?
Just spoke with Pat. Hey, Pat.
God.
Pat, Manchester Pat. I know, right?
Today could be quite the.
I like how you just keep interrupting me as I'm trying to get a flow going here.
Oh, sorry.
No, stay right there. Stay
Well, because
put.
I was over there and you told me to come back.
I need you
don't
to
know
bring
what
a
you want
coin.
from me, man.
I need you to bring a coin. But stay put. All right, let's go.
I'll
All
zip
right.
it.
The Trapster. Hello, Susan.
It's gonna be hard, but I'll zip it.
Advertising for 7-Up. Yeah, you know, Kip, it's like an old mug we picked up at the flea market.
It's not a mug.
Oh, and it's not a mug, it's a glass.
Yeah.
There we go. And the War Eagle. There you go, Dawn. Sound effects offense. Well, thank you, MC Blasey. I'll take that. And how low, Denslow. I hope you're drinking wine too, love. Absolutely. And Karen, getting something new, Newsom. Hey, love. Oh, Karen Mika from Iowa. Hey, love, glad you could join us. It's a bit of a shit show,
today's
but
the
hey,
first day, just sorry.
welcome, Karen. Welcome.
Just go.
Oh,
Sorry.
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, love? Moscow, Stephanie. Otto. Felicious and fermented Friday. Well, okay, I like the
That's a lot of
wordplay, Otto.
words.
That is a lot of words. I like that. I'm drinking iced tea, says Pat T. Oh, that's sort of like a
It's a
limerick.
safe
That's rhyme.
choice.
I'm drinking iced tea, Pat T. Pat T's
Oh.
drinking iced tea.
I don't think that's a limerick, but
No,
yeah.
not limerick, but a rhymey, timey.
Oh, a rhymey-timey?
Yeah. I said, hooray. Well, right on, but yeah, for Kip, yeah. Brooke is right. I don't know Blasey, I don't know if Brooke is ever right.
Brooke is always right.
I don't know.
It would behoove you to know that.
I don't know if she's ever right. And the Hungarian, flying off Pegasus, Sikaris. How you doing, Lord? Glad you could join.
You say some weird stuff.
It's a winged horse, a Hungarian, like going into battle.
Okay.
Okay, you know, I try. I can't help you. I can only show you so much. I can only do so much for you. All right. Okay. All right, you ready? I'm going to bring you over here. Oh, yeah, she's... Yeah, we're waiting on you now, actually.
Well, I didn't know. I was just pouring some water, trying to stay out of it.
You won't stay out of anything. Women are always right. Men know everything. Okay, Kippy, I see that, and I'll raise you.
I'll say my dad knows everything.
He knows quite a bit. I'll give him that.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
But Brookie,
you, on the other
not
hand,
right.
I feel like it's my life goal to always be.
She's not right. Brookie's not right. All right, get your not right tail over there.
Okay. Alrighty.
You're just drinking that. I poured a little splash in there.
Yeah, you did. I'm gonna drink it.
That there?
Yeah. Where do you put your props somewhere where you can find them? He's not gonna stay there.
That's my buddy.
He is not gonna stay there.
This is the rainbow color hair.
Yeah, you know, right where we are, there is like a
you need to
dent in the table.
Just change the table.
Yeah, well, you know, that would be one thing, wouldn't it? Put that on the to-do list. Okay, so.
Okay. All right,
What?
I'll let you go.
On the to-do list.
I'm a back out of here like the Dr. Pepper Prince.
Can I have the packing info, all of the materials for what we're talking about today? I could have grabbed it, but I was too busy interrupting your roll call.
Trying to be right. You're too busy trying to be right. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna ever get to this project?
Okay, so last week on Friday, we worked with the Lucky Love. The folders too, dear.
Oh, what do you need the folders for if you have that?
The folders too, dear.
Well, I could have just gave you the folders.
I wanted all of it.
You
I like all of it.
Interrupting my zen on wine at the moment.
Oh, if there is a way to interrupt your zen, I want every part of it. Okay, so last Friday we talked about the yeah, I'll take a little bit more. The Lucky Love. We did the sample with the Lucky Love, and we talked about the various embossing folders that came in. So I thought we would play a little bit with those today, and this other one, which he didn't give me the package for this one, but remember when we showed Lucky Love, the other Impresslit, I've lost that word for a minute, is the frame. And so I cut this one out. Could you cut this one just in plain paper for me too? Because I'd like to see how it works in just plain paper. This particular one I cut out with adhesive on the backside because I wanted to see what the effect would be for that. So we're going to do a couple different things today, but we're also going to talk a little bit about some of the different things you can try when you're having issues with your embossing folders, okay? Because the thing with these embossing folders from Sizzix is these are 3D embossing folders, and these are the deepest, most detailed embossing folders that are on the market right now. So you've got on here, you've got really, really deep letters, letters, and then you've got some granules, not granules, what do they call it, texture maybe, and it's up and down and up and down. It's not a high-low spot like embossing folders normally are, so this is going to have a lot of gradation as far as the texture that you get, but sometimes that does pose a little challenge when you're trying to do your embossing folders. So, oh yeah, that. How many times do you run it through?
One.
Can I have it like two go back and forth? Because remember we were just looking at how much better detail you got? Okay. So this one here is the typewriter one from Tim Holtz. And that one we ran a number of different samples, and I kind of want to tell you a little bit about that. I also have the basket weave one, which we're going to take a look at. Did you run the basket weave more than once?
No.
Okay, I'm going to need that one more than once also. Because Okay, so let's talk about this, and then you'll know why I'm asking him. So Tim, when he first brought out these 3D embossing folders, his recommendation is that you take your cardstock and you very lightly spritz it, like perfume spritz, not like you spray, like if you put color burst down, the color burst powder or something, and how you spray that, not like that. You perfume spray the paper so that it gets a light coating of water on it, but not anything super intense. I'm gonna need this one a couple times more too. Okay. But then what he says to do is you put it in your embossing folder, or in your you put the paper in the embossing folder, and then you run it through your machine slowly, because you're molding the paper, okay, back and forth and back. So he recommends 3 times. And so I do have a couple samples here that I'm going to try and hopefully get close up for you guys on the camera so that you can see some of the detail. So these two here, what I want to point out, and I'm hoping this is going to show up. So this is when my crafting assistant ran it through only 1 time, okay? It still looks pretty good, but when you roll it through 2 times, I'm gonna have you guys look at, let's see, it's hard to know if you're getting enough detail, but look at the detail over the B, okay? Just look at the B, for example. You see how much more detail you get when you he rolled it through 2 times. And what that has to do with, starting to mold those paper fibers into the nooks and crannies of the embossing folders. Now, I don't think that I could get him to roll something through 3 times, just because, you know, probably because I asked, but that is a big difference in how these embossing folders are going to work. Oh, thank you. And so this one was run through once or twice?
Twice.
Okay, could you run me through 3 times too?
No.
See, I just said he wouldn't roll it through 3 times. 3 times? Yeah. Okay, so this is going to be the what is this thing called? Intertwine. That's the new 3D folder. And the detail on this one is amazing. But again, look at what you're going to get detail-wise, okay, when you roll it through more than once. And we may even see something a little bit better when he does it the 3rd time, okay? But definitely the 3 times is going to be a difference. Now, the other thing we tried is, so I get a lot of people talking to me about, sometimes you get these rip-throughs. And I don't know if you'll be able to see it now, because I think you could see it on this one. Yeah, you can kind of see it on this one, right? And what the rip-throughs have to do with, it has to do with the embossing folder has such a variation for where some of these points go that the paper just doesn't stretch quite like it needs to. So a couple things you can do with that. You can roll it slower and see if that will help. You can try to mist it more, maybe mist it less. You can try different papers. So we tried a couple different blacks to see if so I'm just looking here, and actually we did get a little bit more detail in this one. So right here, let me see if I can get this to, so you'll see like right here in this, so this is the one that got rolled 3 times. You can see where you got even more detail than with the roll through twice, okay? So it just kind of depends on, and you can see your details are a little bit sharper here and there. It just kind of depends, thank you for that, on how much patience you have, or if your crafting assistant will, you know, actually do as you request, or you're just going to get what they give you. Those are kind of your options. So, anyways, so you've got your 1, 2, 3 times. You may find that it rips through the paper a little bit more the more times you roll it through. You may also find that thinner paper versus thicker paper is going to work different. Texture paper versus smooth paper. The amount of water versus not the amount of water. And also you can try putting in multiple sheets of paper. So the next one I want to show you, so we've looked at typewriter, we've looked at intertwine. The next one I want to show you, this one is not a Tim Holtz folder. This one is one of the Sizzix folders. And for those of you guys that had this on pre-order, it's on hold for you. You may have already picked it up. This was one of the ones, actually most of these were the ones that fell into the ocean, so that's kind of why they're showing up a little bit later than usual. But now this particular one has an amazing bit of detail, but what I want to show you is, you see this ridge right here? This ridge is really, really steep for paper. It's very, very deep. So that's going to be kind of your trouble spot when you go to roll these through. So we did a couple tests before the show here, and let me see. This one he rolled through 2 times, and it was by itself. I'm not entirely sure how much misting he's doing, because for me, when I do tests like this, I like to write notes on the samples so I can kind of get a good idea. But so that one ripped through. Now, again, I don't worry that much about it, because if this is going to end up on a black card base, it isn't going to make really any difference. But for those of you guys that it kind of bugs, so then what we did is we rolled it through only once, and we got a lot less ripping on there, but we also got less detail, okay? So you can see, just like how we were looking with the other ones, you get less detail. So you can see it right on this little piece right there, okay? You're going to see less intense edges when you roll it through only once. So then we thought, okay, let's try something a little bit different. So what I gave him is I gave him 2 pieces of the thick cardstock to roll through and see if that helped. Now, what we found on this is that we get the detail of the 2 passes through, okay? We got less ripping on this one, but then we got kind of this interesting shadow piece. So this piece here is almost like, it doesn't have that intense detail, even though it was run through twice. It does on the back though, okay? So that's where it's going to be kind of neat. You could use this as the reverse side. You can see we're kind of down to the scraps on this one, but you do have a lot of that intense detail on the back side. But the front side isn't going to have it as much because it didn't mold into the front of the embossing folder. So anyways, I just wanted to show you guys a couple different things that you could try with your embossing folders to sort of work through that problem. Because it will really depend on the intensity of your machine, like how good your pressure is, what paper you're using, a whole bunch of things like that. So, and then the last, the other 2, we didn't do tests on this one, but this is a incredibly cool folder. This is the Art Deco folder, and it's got stunning detail on that one. And then the one that is just a little bit different, okay, this one here, this one is not called a 3D folder. This is called a multi-level folder. So with 3D, you have the ups and the downs, and you have gradations through all of those various layers. And you can kind of see that C on the fan here, where it goes from the high point and it kind of fades down to nothing. Okay, that's kind of the specialty of the 3D folders. But the multi-level folder, hopefully you guys can see this. You'll see it more when I start to highlight things. You have a low, you have a middle, and you have a high ground. So it's multi-levels in that it's not just one and up and down, but you aren't going to have the gradations that you have on the other ones. And all this does, because it's on this swirl, is it gives you a really, really cool effect that's just a little bit different and not quite as, say, flowy as, because he has another one like this that came out a number of years ago that's kind of got a little bit of a floral edge to it. So, okay, so that's a little bit about that. Now, what I want to talk about next is coming out soon. These are my sample bottles that we got from Sizzix during one of our virtual classes that we did at the trade show. They are coming out with some new waxes. We've got a gold, we've got a rose gold, and there, I believe, is a 3rd color coming out. And I want to say off the top of my head that these guys are $8.99 for these waxes. But you guys don't have smell-o-vision. But the best thing about these is there's an orange essence in here, and they smell so delightful. So I'm going to actually use these just kind of to give you guys a little bit more idea of what some of these embossing folders look like, and then we're going to go from there. So let's go here with the gold one, and I'm just going to use this on my swirls. Now I am very lightly using my finger on here because remember, you can always put more on, but you can't necessarily take it off. So you can see that start to come. This is the magic of these waxes. And you know, these waxes, it's kind of like a lifetime supply almost. I mean, you could do other things where you're using a lot more, but based on just this kind of a technique here where you're just highlighting high points, you're going to be using this stuff forever. Okay. So, and then what I'm going to do here, I'm just using the palm of my hand so that I don't get any clumps on here. And this is a very similar product to the Prima Wax. The smell is really what is going to set this one apart. And it is very smooth. Okay, so I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to add a little bit more so we can see how bright I can actually get this. But the more I just layer things up, the better this is going to be. Because if I come in with just a really heavy hand, then I'm going to see clumps on the edges of these things. So you'll see here where I really started to lay it down heavier. And I could keep adding layers, right? I'm going really light. I've only played with this once or twice before, so I want to make sure that I'm comfortable with how it gets laid down before I dump it onto something where it's really heavy. Now you see here, okay, so this is a perfect example. I had a little too much on my finger, and you'll see here where it kind of clumped a little bit. It's not that big of a deal, but you know, kind of depends on what mindset you're in. Okay. So we've got this one, and I think that one is really gorgeous. Okay, let's go with, let's figure out which ones I want one of my 2-time ones here for this guy. Okay, let's go with this one. I'm going to switch to the rose gold. Now, I could actually clean off my finger, but I am a wee bit lazy when it comes to those kind of things. Okay, so this is going to really help you see what texture is in this folder. It is like the texture in this folder is phenomenal. Absolutely amazing. Especially if you can get your assistant to run it through more than once. That's where it's really going to shine. Now, if you guys have watched any of the samples that people have started putting out with these things, some of the Tim's designers and stuff, or watched his lives tend to be a couple hours, so I know some of you guys don't always have the time to watch those, but some people use this as a background, but other people, what they did is they actually cut these letters apart and used them to spell things because they're so pretty and they have so much texture that they give you a whole different look to the project. Okay, so but the other thing that's nice about this is I can go in with a little bit of gold and I can kind of mix that in with my rose gold. These colors are not independent of each other in that, you know, they can be used and they can actually blend just a little bit. So you can see where it goes kind of from a copper color to a gold color. And this is going to be the gold over the rose gold, but it's just kind of to give you guys an idea. So I'm going to brighten up this rose gold just a little bit so you can see what a little bit more of that color looks like, just for reference. But look at how pretty that is. Isn't that cool? Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so there's that one. And then let's take a look at, this is the Intertwine. So I'm going to go back to the gold, I think, on this one, just because And this one might, I don't know. Let's just see how we like it. I'm not sure if this is one that I would say would do wax. At first I wasn't sure, but now actually it's kind of growing on me a little bit. But the detail is pretty fantastic. And the wax really, really brings it out. I'm going to show you guys here in a minute. I have the wax done on a white one of one of these as well, so you can kind of see what it looks like. But look at that. That detail is crazy. We've never had such detailed embossing folders at our disposal before. It is really a game changer. And with like Easter right around the corner, or spring, right? That's kind of when we celebrate baskets. And so you can take this as a strip and give kind of the idea of a basket. You could build, you know, something even to create like you know, a container of some sort to carry stuff. So let me just put a little bit more on this one to see. I had actually hoped to have a few of these done ahead of time so that you didn't have to watch me just kind of wax things, but it was between Lawn Fawn Day yesterday and then the Seth After class going on today. It's been a little bit crazy. So hopefully you guys can see that detail. Okay, let me do this one here. Okay, this is the one I think we did with a double. So this will be interesting to see what it looks like. And I feel like doing the wax is actually quite calming, and maybe it's the orange in here, I don't know. I feel a little like Bob Ross today. Except I don't have to have any painting skills, so that's pretty nice. But actually, and so if you guys happen to come into the store, you'll see these samples, because one of the things you know, my director said, well, go ahead and just do these and show everybody what they look like with the wax on, because then you'll also have samples for people to see what the embossing folders look like. And you know, that is a good thing about these videos, is we have some really great samples, and then also we have the videos so you guys can see how to make those samples, which has been nice. So even with the high point of this one is called what is this one called? Folk art, I think. Folk Doodle. Folk Doodle is this one. And but even, remember we were talking about these really harsh drop-offs on this particular one. So even with just this little bit of wax that was on my finger, those particular spots picked up even more. But look at how beautiful that is. I think I need just a little bit more in the middle to highlight that flower. Okay, look at it. It's like gorgeous. It's almost like when you apply wax to these embossing folders, you see detail that you probably wouldn't have seen otherwise. So this one is called Art Deco. And this one, I'm going to use a touch of rose gold on here, because then I'm going to go grab the white one, which I think also has rose gold on it, and you guys can compare what they look like on black. Or like if you did the gold on a navy, oh my gosh, the gold on a navy would be amazing. That as a color choice is just stunning. See here, I'm starting to get a little bit impatient because we're almost there. I do actually have a project I wanted to finish today, but I need these backgrounds because then I need your help picking, because in my head I don't know which background to use. So and maybe we're going to use a black one with no stuff on it. I just don't know. Okay, so there's that. Let me see if I can find that. Oh, yeah, look at it. It's almost like I had it planned out. Okay. Oh, no, darn it, I used the gold. Okay, so I did use the gold, but there you go. So that's what it looks like on white. It's a little bit subtle, more subtle, say, than on the black, but you do get that shine to it, and it really does highlight all of those little tiny details. And I will tell you guys, you know, because you guys have been watching me for a while, you can hear it in my voice. It is like so calming to put wax on things. It's like do. And I wish you guys could smell this. It really does smell nice. You know the embossing dauber from Ranger? I always talk about that one. And that cinnamon smell, it's like my favorite part of using that thing. And so, all right, so I'm just going to use a baby wipe to take this off. Nope, I'm not going to use a baby wipe to take this off. I am seeing that that's not going to work. So this is what I seem to recall from earlier. So what I found, oh wait, I need to do one more piece. Hold on, you guys. I think we need to do this one. So I have this guy cut out twice, and this is an Impresslit. So for those of you guys that are not familiar with the Impresslits, let me just grab it. It is basically a 3D embossing folder, okay, with a die in it. So it's going to cut and emboss at the same time. So this one, what I think this one is probably one of the most useful ones that's come out so far. This one is a frame, and it can go either this way or it can go this way. I think this may be officially the top, but it can probably go both ways. So let's make one of these guys in rose gold and see how we like it. Okay. As far as Impresslets go, I really think that this particular one is the one that you guys are going to find is useful on so many projects. It's not a specific design, right? It's not like a star or something themed. It's just a frame, and you can use this for so many different things. Okay, so there it is on the rose gold. And I'll hold these up to the camera so that you can see too. And then this one. So this one's still in the paper. It really just has to do with, I cut it on adhesive because I wanted to give that a try. So I don't know how the wax is going to work, if it's going to work the same or different, but yeah, probably mostly the same. The only thing that might be different is here it can catch the wax on the edge just a little bit because the edge is free. When it's sitting here in this piece, it's not going to catch it on the edge like it might otherwise. I don't think that's going to be a super noticeable thing one way or the other. Okay. All right. There we go. Ooh, those are both pretty. Okay, I'll bring them up so that you can see. I wish I had a sample of the third color to show you guys, but we may have to just wait till Sizzix has those available. But look at how beautiful that is. I mean, it really brings out all of the detail. Okay, so now, when I was in the class, I believe this has an oil base to it, this wax does, or no, it's a beeswax base. So the baby wipe does not take it off very well, so I'm just going to get out my rubbing alcohol. That did work pretty well for me, and it'll take it off here. It'll take it off of. It does ruin the orange smell that's all in the air. It fills it with an alcohol smell, but it comes off pretty easy that way. So, okay, there we go. Back to normal. All right, close that up. And this is the 91% alcohol. It's still a little bit difficult to find, but if you've got some in your stash, it's a good time to use it. Okay, so now we've sort of gone through all of that, and Lisa, the frame folder, I believe the Impresslits are, I think the MSRP on those is $11.99. Do we have them in stock?
Frame folder?
Yeah, I think we have all of them in stock, don't we?
Except the clover and the heart.
Oh, the clover and the heart that we featured last week, that one is out of stock at the moment, but everything else that we've actually showed you today, we do have in stock. And I'll kind of go back through it at the end. So then what I was thinking you guys would be kind of nice is let's just sort of talk through my idea, and you guys can tell me what you think, okay? So I thought, what if we took a black base because I kind of wanted to celebrate sort of the brightness and the frame, right? So let's kind of talk this through, because here's what I thought would be kind of fun. What if we took one of the frames, and I feel like it's probably going to be the gold one, but I'll use this one just for the purpose. Put it here, and then we do a really, really vibrant alphabet out of these guys. And we say, I don't know, whatever sentiment we think we should say. But I was thinking that, I don't know if maybe adding florals would be a good way too. This would be beautiful if you put somebody's picture in there too. Hold on. You can see I haven't broke these out yet, it seems. Okay. So I'm thinking maybe something subtle, like, oh, that might not be what we call subtle, but so this is the, can you guys see that? I'm hoping it's coming through on the video. It's black, so who knows. We've got an embossing folder. This is where I might need you to pop over and give me your help. Okay. And then we've got these awesome letters. And I was thinking if we did something really vibrant in the letters, it could be really interesting as far as our sentiment. But I think I want the lowercase letters, actually. Let me go grab those. Something maybe like hello or smile or something. What do you guys think? Let me just grab the letters real quick. Okay, are you gonna pop over here or? Okay, so the reason I'm gonna move maybe to these lowercase letters is that these tall ones are 2.5 inches, and to fit this frame on here, they might be just a little bit more than I can tackle. But I'm thinking a pop of color. That's why I was thinking of going with the gold. It's more of a neutral color for the frame, but I'm not sure we want this one. Maybe we want something a little bit more like the basket weave for the card. And I would probably put on more of the wax to see how that goes.
You know what, so you need a bright.
Yeah, that's going to be the letters.
Yeah.
So that's why we're trying to figure out the letters. That's why I was asking you to come over.
For the letters?
To help me figure out which embossing folder, first off. Do you like the basket weave on there?
I like them.
Or maybe the Art Deco?
Why have you held up the Art Deco?
Well, I don't have one not inked. See, and inked, it's waxed, it's going to be too much, obviously.
Yeah, so let's stick with the basket weave. Right, there you go. Look at that.
Do you like the, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
Could you cut me one of these in just plain black?
Well, I like it like that.
Well, this is the back side.
I know, but it's not bad. Does it have to be the front side of it?
Well, it doesn't have to be.
Well, I don't think it's bad. In my opinion, I don't think it's bad.
Okay, so you want to go with the back side of the Art Deco? Oh, you just threw me for a loop. I don't hate it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we're thinking something kind of like that, and then let me pull these letters out. You don't get to walk away yet.
I'm trying to think because you need something else for the frame. Oh, I know you need creepy kids.
No, I don't want creepy kids. I want this to be pretty. You can find something nice.
You say creepy kids are not pretty?
Yeah, that's like literally the very definition of creepy kids. What creepy kids do you know that would be pretty? What should the sentiment be?
Yeah, they're pretty long stretch like that, right?
Yeah, I went to the lowercase because...
well, put one on here because you see how big it is, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then they can kind of go across the bottom of the frame. Maybe smile.
Nah, that's so generic.
Okay. Well, you...
About snuffleupagus.
Okay, who's going to spell that? Goofball. What do you guys think? Oh, Cheryl suggested the swirl. The swirl might be a good idea. What do you think of that?
A lot more softer.
Yeah. Can I have the swirl in just plain, though, so we could have it on the front?
Got it. Okay.
Is that possible?
You don't have any more cards left. I got some.
Oh, you got some. You have some. Here you go. Roll it through like 2 or 3 times. Pretty please. Okay. This is the fun part about doing any of these these projects is you have to find the letters. I love this alphabet. It is like so fun. But where is the? I need an L, which is probably. What do you think? I think this is probably the L. No, this isn't the L. What letter would this be? Do you guys see any letters in here that have that look like this? What letter is that?
A J probably.
Oh, it's the 1. Okay, that's not it. See, I didn't even get to drink my wine. Maybe that's why I'm so calm. Is this it? There it is. L and an E. Okay. Something kind of like that, but it's going to be in the gold. Okay, so because I'm going to have it in the gold, I think I'm going to use warm tones for my inking. Okay. Yeah, kind of liking this.
Pretty good.
Yeah?
All right, let me get some
Okay.
fonts.
I'm not sure that that you're gonna win on getting those guys into the. So the alphabet that I'm using, this is the stretch lowercase numbers, and they're about 2 inches. The stretch uppercase is 2.5 inches. So it's really, really great for bold sentiments on cards, but I want it to overlap my frame just a little bit, but not totally cover it. So now I'm going to grab my, I'm just going to move that off to the side for a second. I've got tons of samples over here. I'm going to move that, and I'm going to grab, let's say, a crackling campfire. Well, we know that I love squeezed lemonade, and let's do kitsch flamingo. What do you guys think? What colors do you think, if you had to pick, would go with gold?
Asking me?
Yeah, I'm asking you. Huh? Okay, well, and where did the gold frame go that was just here? Oh, there we go. Okay, so before I get too far, I'm going to add a little bit more gold. I'm going to have to clean my hands again, but I just want this guy to be just a little bit brighter. Then we're going to see what we think about these colors. Or we could go with shades of blue and the gold. What do you think?
Yep, go with it.
Well, which way do you think we should go? Should we go with warms or shades of blue?
Go with the bright.
Okay. Those were the 2 color choices, and go with the bright one.
What's the bright of the 2? Shade of blue or warm?
I don't know. That's why I asked you.
We'll make a sample.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not my
Can you
wine,
can you dig me out some shades of blue? Is
Yeah,
that?
you know what? Look at this.
Ooh.
Hear me out. So
Yeah.
if we take
I
this
don't
here,
hate it. No.
You take
Oh
that.
no, I thought it was for the letters.
Oh, I can do it with letters, but I was thinking of a frame.
No.
That would probably put a
I
person
think
bo-
you just nailed it.
The
I think
letters.
you just nailed it.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna take credit.
As you should,
I
my
have not
friend.
known what I'm taking credit for, but
Okay, so I am going to stick the 3D creative foam sheets on the back.
yeah. There you go.
Can I have the other one that I need a full
I need a microphone right now.
mic drop? Mic drop.
Let me walk
Can I,
off and
but
make
before
sense.
you, could you listen?
Oh, do I have to?
Yeah. Could I have another one? Because I want the black one
Another one of what?
of these foam sheets. Well, hold on. You may not need to. I think I can make this work. I can make it work. But I do need some scissors. Ooh, look at how full he poured my cup. And I have completely disregarded this.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Don't walk away. You're going to need to be doing some die cutting. You may want to set this up with the precision plate, though.
Okay.
Did I just cut that too short? A little bit. It could be close, friends. It could be close. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this section down here because it's got a good amount of yellow on it. So,
where's your precision?
maybe, did I put it away? Which is why you couldn't find it?
It's very unheard of.
I started to put a few things away the other morning and he's like, oh, are you going to clean that space? I said, well, I'm going to try. Of course, you know, then things got busy, so. But it got kind of clean. So we're just using an alcohol ink background that we did on probably 45 episodes ago. And this will work perfect. So can I hand these to you for you to... That one could be a bit of a challenge. It's okay if you don't get the dot in there, though.
Well, just to put an angle.
I can do that, can't I?
Yeah. Nice.
These two are both gonna... Why don't you run... Okay, so there's foam on the back side. Run these guys kind of closer to this side, and then we can run these guys at an angle there. Okay?
What are these?
That's the I and the L that you need to run at an angle that I
They're
literally...
the same thing.
They're not.
What's the difference?
There's a dot. Okay, so here's what he's asking. I handed him this and said to run these at an angle. So if you look closely, this one is just one whole bar end to end. That's your L. This one's a shorter bar and a little tiny square.
Oh.
That's your I.
Well,
Yeah.
glad I had you here for that.
Yeah, well, I'm not quite sure why you needed me here for that, but there we go. There you have it. Okay. So I think we have the choice here. We can do it on the back side of this one. I'm going to just pull this off so that we have just the frame. So we have this one, and this is it on the back side. Okay. And then this one is it on the front side. Actually, that's quite pretty. I think we're going to do it that way. They're honestly pretty darn close. 6 of one, half dozen of the other. I think we have more flat on the back side. That's probably how it goes, but.
Here, let you pull that out.
Okay. Might need a die pick for this.
Want to just cut it?
That would have been a good way to do it too.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
you still can cut it. There you
I
go.
still can I?
Yeah. Thank you.
There you go. All right. We do still have this foam in stock, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
This stuff is awesome. You know, this foam that I'm using here, these ones, I know a number of you guys have this in your stash. And this is kind of one of those things, because we did a bundle on it, and I know a lot of you guys took advantage of that when we ran it. Because the nice thing about this foam is it's a die-cuttable foam. It's not super thick, so it does die cut, but it will give your letters just a wee bit of dimension when you go to put them on your card.
Hey, do you remember this background?
I think we made it when we did the dinosaur card, didn't we?
It's alcohol.
Yeah. Well, I know what it is. I was just... Isn't it from the dinosaur card?
I don't think so.
Which we just retired today because we realized we were out of the dinosaurs. That's funny that it surfaced today then.
You're welcome.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you. You're a real master at what you do. So, anyways, those foam things, they're not super expensive if you are running out, but they're kind of one of those things that are nice to have just for times like this, where the other thing about cutting into the foam is because we're going to put this on a dimensional surface, the foam can kind of help those letters squish in there just a little bit. You know, I didn't actually measure this, but I think we're going to just go with it. Hold on a sec. Something is driving me crazy. For those of you guys that know me could understand. So we're gonna just do a little bit of cutting here. There we go. Nice straight edges. All right, so let me get all my letters out, and then we will start to assemble this beautiful little artwork piece. I need a die pick, though. Seems there isn't one on my table anymore. Okay. My voice is so calm today. I don't know. It's like I finally got to sit down. I know, you're like, let's keep that girl around.
No, I'm afraid to
Die pick, you put everything away. You're afraid to go to sleep.
They're too calm for me.
You're like, who is she? Stranger in my midst. Okay. Look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. All right. There's got to be a die pick over there. Huh? What? It's got to be something. It's in the top shelf there by the ring light.
It's not, nothing.
Oh.
You didn't put them back.
I did put them back. I don't think I'm the last person who put stuff away. Oh, but guess what, friends? I've got this guy. Let's see how this thing works. It's not an official die pick, but oh, and for those of you guys that had requested these, we did get our first shipment of these. So we will go through the list and get them on hold for you, because I know a lot of you guys were eager to get these because it's a pretty awesome tool. And apparently having that extra side with the die pick works really nice when you can't find your other die pick. It was funny. We, you know, a couple weeks ago we had the Tim Holtz flower forming tools and his new die brush in the newsletter. And his die brush now comes with a die pick. And one of the comments that I made in there was like, it seems like no matter what happens, you are always losing your die pick. I have like so many of them, and as you can see, we still can't keep track of them. So, okay. Do you want to come back over here? Always. It's that time where your executive credits get to pop into play. No, it's not one moment. It's like things are gluing down. Things are gluing down. Yeah. Okay. So this one, my I is the middle letter, but it's not necessarily the widest, right? So, oh, it's not even in frame. How am I working off frame? That's why you were supposed to be keeping track of things, director.
Professional will know where the camera is.
I know, right? At all times.
Did you glue that down?
No, but, well, did you just push it down? It's like lightly set there.
Oh, well, okay.
Yeah, well, you never came up with a solution, so the show has to go on. We're live, you know. There's not a pause button.
Okay, let me find something.
You got about 27 seconds.
Give me something more than that.
You're not going to get more than that.
Leading cause of divorces.
Leading cause of divorces is rushing somebody with their creative process? Okay. I don't want a kid.
No, we could take Wilbur. Smile. He's not even smiling. That's even the best part about it.
Okay. There's two new
No. Let's go to Wilbur. And there's 3 of them, so just pick one.
You want which guy do you want that's not smiling?
Yeah, just any one of them.
Could we maybe have a girl, because it's a floral frame?
Oh, okay. You want a girl?
Yeah.
Okay, just a girl.
I would have put a character in here though. Like I would have put like a puppy or something. But that's fine.
A puppy. I think a puppy.
That girl. Yeah, that girl. Let me see her. All right.
Oh no! How about this one?
She's not smiling either.
No, this is even better. This is the Grumpster right here.
Oh, is this that favorite Grumpster of yours? Is it a girl?
Yeah, but it's a little child, but.
Oh, she's not looking very happy.
You know what? I wouldn't be too happy too if you had to wear that.
Okay, something like this?
Yeah, there you go.
You like that?
Yeah,
I've got to cut her legs off.
I don't think she mind.
Okay. How do you guys feel about this little grumpy grumpster? Oh, a mirror in the circle frame on the cover would look good too.
Yeah.
That would be great. We don't have a mirror though.
This has some of that mirror paper. I remember
Yeah.
used to make fun of
Is
it.
everybody good with this, girl? Collaborative design effort? Yes?
Yeah.
I'm cutting it.
Cut her legs off.
Okay. Cut her legs off?
Yeah.
All right. Down she goes. She now looks like she's missing legs.
Just put it a little bit higher.
What?
A bit higher.
Well, I want to layer the letters on top of the frame is what I was
okay.
shooting for. But I've kind of mucked up my spacing with this situation.
Yeah.
Make sure it's actually on the camera, right? We're almost there, friends. We are almost there. I actually quite like this.
Yeah.
This was a good call on the letters.
Yeah, I knew that. That's why I brought it over.
Well, you are pretty good at your job.
I'm great.
Yeah.
Let's change the word in great.
Not pretty good? Better than pretty good?
Outstanding.
You're outstanding at your job?
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Okay. Oh, and FedEx is here. Everybody's coming really late today. Okay. All right. There we go. How do you guys like that? I think that's pretty. And smile. And he picked the kid most not smiling. Okay. So I'm going to just pull this off. And start to get it laid down. Was that FedEx?
No.
Was it, I mean, I'm sorry, wrong question. Was it Photoplay? Was it Photoplay?
Yeah, it's a Photoplay box.
Okay.
This is FedEx.
I know, right? Hello. There's something right here. I'll just get that off. Do you see it too?
I
There
don't
we
see
go.
anything. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
It came with little voices in your head.
There are always voices in my head. Usually they're telling you what to do. You should listen. All right. Okay. You want to come back here and tell them which one's your favorite? Yeah, I know you wanted to sit down. That's why I called you back.
Finish up my one.
I know.
Go ahead. What you got?
Okay, so how's that?
Looks fun.
It's fun, right?
Yeah.
And the foam on the back makes the letters kind of bendy, so it's really easy to manipulate them, which is
You
nice.
Put it on a black card base? Or?
It's already on a card base.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at me. I was waiting for you to do, I don't know, whatever we were waiting for with you.
Yeah, I don't
Something.
think it's anything. I think he just wanted me to not sit.
I don't want you to sit.
That's right. Let's call it what it is.
Let's call it. Let's call it. Are you sitting again? All right. That's funny.
Oh, looks pretty nice.
It's pretty cool, huh?
No, that sort of alcohol links on those colors sort of make it pop a bit, and
And the grumpy kid.
the little grumpus.
Yeah, you did pick a grumpy one, didn't you?
Well, you know, it's sort of the sarcasm of the whole card.
I didn't find this card to be terribly sarcastic, though. That's funny. You're so funny. All right. Okay. So this is just the easy version here.
You should draw her a little. I'll say give her a little beard.
You want to give her a beard? Okay, now you might be going a little far.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, so there we go. So that's just a, easy idea of something you could do. You might actually use one of your own relatives too.
Yeah, I think that would probably be.
This could be a really fun card actually to send to somebody with pictures of your family in it, right?
Or themselves probably.
Or themselves, yeah. Or like
Child.
yeah.
It's a photo of you, a little one. To
Or
your
like
mom.
a photo of your kids to the grandparents, or photo of your dog to
The veterinarian.
The veterinarian. Yeah, I didn't know where I was going. Where am I going to send a photo of my dog? I don't know. My mom sends me pictures of her dogs. My Scrappy and Chris send us pictures of their dogs. So, and whenever I send people pictures of my cat, they're like, "Oh, so that's what she looks like."
Do you have a dot for the eye?
I do. Yeah. Oop. Dot the eye. It's right here. I actually managed to not lose it.
There you go.
But getting it here could be a little bit tricky.
And
Hold on. Hold on.
the die scrumptious is a Impresslit.
Yeah.
It's a frame.
Not to worry. I'm going to review today.
Oh, you
I
wanna do
know. There we go.
that? Okay.
Ta-da.
Hold it up there. There you go.
Okay.
Slow it. Don't go so fast. There we go. Let the camera focus.
How about you do the holding of the review and I will talk? Like the
You're doing well by talking by yourself.
Okay, so let's do a quick review, you guys. Okay, so the letters that I used today are actually, and this is probably the first time I've really dug these out and played with them, and I love these letters. Look at how striking they are, right? They are very, very much statement letters. So the ones that I used are the Stretch Lowercase, and these are a 2-inch tall letter. The other ones that were a little too big for this particular card, but that are pretty awesome as well, is the Stretch Upper, and both of these are in stock. Now these particular ones, a lot of times when Tim comes out with alphabets, you get multiples of a letter, but because of these being such large dies, you only get one of each letter, but that isn't really too big of a situation. Okay, then I need some packaging to show, dear. That's where you jump in and make sure we are set for the review. Okay. The Impresslit, could you find me the packaging on that? Or even actually the Impresslit? Hello. There we go. This one here. So this is the one that we used, and this is the floral frame. This is the brand new one that was just delivered recently because it fell into the ocean. And it's the one that's going to be your 3D embossing folder with the die that we just did the wax on there. So that's your floral frame. These ones are $11.99 for the Impresslets. And then let's kind of review what, oh, and then the folder, actually the embossing folder that we used.
You know what?
Is
Sizzix,
the
sorry.
Swirl. What is this called? Swirl.
Sorry. Anyway, I just had an idea. You know what Sizzix, because they lost that whole container, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what they said to the captain when he was bringing that over, that whole container?
I don't know. This is going to be a joke, isn't it?
Yes.
What did they say to the captain who was bringing over the container that lost all their dies in the ocean?
Don't rock the boat, baby, rock the boat, don't tip the boat over, rock the boat. And the captain rocked the boat. And there you go. Drinky, drinky.
I will give you a thumbs up on that one. That was pretty good. I never know if your jokes are going to be worth it or not, but that was pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, so this one here, this is the Swirls multi-level folder. I'm looking through my samples here so that you guys can kind of remember. And that's what that one looked like, but we just used it sort of as just a background. Okay, so that's the Swirls. Now, all of the 3D folders from Sizzix are now $10.99 MSRP. They went up on January 1st. So the $10.99 MSRP is for the 3-dimensional and the multi-dimensional embossing folders. So this one is Swirl. And then we have this beautiful one. This is the Art Deco that we had in white. And you know how after you create, you got like a hot mess of stuff everywhere. Where is the Art Deco in black? And I certainly wish my assistant here would stay put and help me with the final wrap-up That's you. Could you help me? I need the black swirl. I'm not finding it.
Swirl?
Yeah. It's somewhere on this table. I need the black one of this. Where is it?
That's not swirl.
I know. So I said I need you to not leave. Where did it go?
Okay.
Oh, okay. Just stay put in case I need you again. This is, okay, so this is Art Deco. And this is also a 3D one with the rose gold and the gold wax on it. And do you see the packaging for that one? For the actual line art? There we go. And that's what it kind of looks like if you were to do it in a foil, which we didn't do today. Intertwine was another one that we did. And this one is done, this was rolled through 3 times with all of that crazy, crazy awesome detail. Where's the folder for this one? Intertwined folder?
Man, you can't keep losing things.
Oh, well, this one is on your table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The time I had it.
I said, can't lose stuff and you're taking it away from me. So this is the intertwined folder, and that's going to be that awesome texture that you get. And that one is $10.99. And then we have typewriter. So this one has the rose gold on it. And, oops, I'll turn it over. This one, it has so many possibilities. This one I think has been a real favorite of a lot of like Tim Holtz fans because it's just usable in so many different ways. So that's going to be your typewriter one. And what's the last one? Folk Doodle. Folk Doodle. So this is the one that actually we found has a really interesting embossed backside too. I think it was this one. If you needed to run it through with 2 times, that was the one that we did. So that one is Folk Doodle, and I don't know where the, okay, there we go. So we actually covered quite a bit today. Our card was relatively simple, but we covered a lot of techniques. Also, okay, so Jennifer, you asked, do I wet the foil when I emboss? So a lot of times, if I'm embossing a folder like this, if I have a paper, I'm not sure how it's going to react, I just cut myself, say, like a little strip. Like I'll use a scrap piece as opposed to wasting like a whole, you know, A2 size of the paper. That way I can kind of test how it's going to look. Because also what I found is that some of these embossing folders with different foil papers, like super, super shiny foil papers, sometimes are too much for the 3D embossing folders. Whereas like a more subtle foil paper, something like a matte foil or something that just isn't like crazy mirror foil, because with all of the dimension you get in a folder like this, when it is really, really shiny and the light is bouncing all over the place, you almost lose the ability to see some of the dimension. However, if you go with a more subtle silver or something like that, then rather than say like a high gloss red or something, you get a really, really beautiful effect. Now, when I run foils in these, I do mist them, but the front side has a coating on it that is shiny. So the water isn't going to do anything other than sit in bubbles on, you know, little drops on the front, but you can mist the back side. And the misting, really what it does is it helps those fibers bend into the different areas. And so once they bend into the areas and then the paper dries, it's like molding paper. If you ever did one of those things where you threw a bunch of paper into a blender and then you pushed it into like a cookie mold or something like that, when it dries, it gives you a really amazing effect, but it's like hard then, right? The paper is in that shape. That's what the misting does. But with a foil, I just kind of missed the back. That was a lot of words for your little bit of a question, so sorry. And then for those of you guys that love the waxes, we do have these on order, but if you know that you're going to want these, you've got some just nice basic metallic colors, which a lot of times is what you need. I think the third color is a silver. But they really, really are a delight because of that smell. So they're a beeswax based with an orange essence oil, I think is what they said. So today we looked at the Lustre Wax Gold and the Lustre Wax Rose Gold. So, okay, you guys, were there any other questions? Are you watching questions over there?
No.
Okay, but were you watching him or? Okay. Okay, he is. No, Kip, the price didn't go up actually because of the shipping container. I see that comment. I'm just scrolling through to see if there's anything else I needed to answer for you guys. But the price actually went up because one, prices kind of go up, and I think it had to do with some different tariffs that went into effect on January 1st for imports from China. I don't know the full effect, and I don't actually even know if that's really the true story, if I'm just telling you a tall tale. But I feel like it had something to do with things more behind the scene, not trying to pay for their container that they lost in the ocean. I think that's going to be the new price going forward. So anyways, you guys, it was a fun afternoon, kind of relaxed, a little chill. I definitely did not drink all of my wine, but I had a good start. So I think I'm probably the one still driving home. So anyways, I will stick the things in the box that you guys requested if you're getting it shipped, or have it on hold for you for tomorrow. Thanks you guys so much for joining us. And definitely, if you want to register for that Seth Apter class tonight before we head home, give us a call, because he's manning the phones here for a few minutes. So if you do want to register and just make sure that you get into this class, it's not a bad idea. Or you can send us the payment via PayPal. And all that info is in the newsletter that went out at noon today. So thanks you guys so much. We will talk to you all soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye.